Yeah. Australia, it seems like probably know you're going to have to go out on even though you're
Yeah, it was just a great weekend in Darwin. A few weekends ago, it was how it all panned out. Groffy hadn't won a live Davis Cup match before, and we're going in the doubles 2-love down. And I was pretty fired up, but I could just sense it in his eyes as well that he was ready to play a big one. And we just teamed up really well. I just felt confident in what he was doing out there, and then obviously going in the last day, once they decided that Groffy and I were going to play, we backed each other, especially on that kind of court.
Lleyton, I know you have months to go still and matches to play and tournaments to be a part of, but is this year or these months here down the stretch, is it different for you? Is there a different feel in terms of scoreboard tribute like that?
It is different for sure. Even more so, try and watch some of the other Aussie boys. I've always tried to watch them, but taking a bit more of an interest in them. Nearly everyone I hit with leading into the tournaments, mostly Aussie boys. Just trying to help them out as much as possible as well. So I guess you're not focused just on yourself as much as tennis is a pretty individual sport for 10, 11 months of the year. But obviously with the Davis Cup and these boys look up to me a lot. I feel like it's a good job for me just to go out there and help them with some small things.
How much in general would you say you are trying to soak things up and store final memories of your last full season on tour? And is there something special for you about having your son with you? Seeing Dad do this.
It's not something about obviously going back to places like Wimbledon and playing at those places for the last time. That's you try and enjoy the memories of being there as a competitor for the last time. Obviously, the rest of the week, this is special. Having my son here with me this week. He came to this tournament with me last year. He wanted to do it again. He asked if we're going back to Washington. I said we'll have to see if they give us a wild card. So it was nice of Jeff. Actually, he contacted me months and months ago and offered a wild card to me, and I said yes straight away. I've always enjoyed playing here, and I was more than happy to come back.
What's it like for your son here? Does he, he's old enough now to understand who you are, what you're doing. Does he want to talk to you about matches, about players? Does he want to just talk about other stuff?
No, he talks a bit of everything really. Yeah. But he just loves being around the tennis courts. I can't believe I probably would have been the same. I loved Australian rules football and being in the locker room with the players and that when I was a kid with my dad and my uncle. And he loves it down there with he's in the locker room with all the boys and Groffy and Duckworth and these guys are talking to him right before they go out to play, and he's having a good old time.
So you talked a lot about kind of hanging with the Australian players and hanging out with them. What do you think of kind of the next generation of young Australian players? What do you think? Once you leave the game, do you think that Australian tennis is in a good place? Yeah,
we're in a lot better place than we were, last 5-8 years, I guess. I felt like obviously I was one of the main guys. We had a couple of guys pushing, getting in Grand Slams, but we didn't have a real core group, and we do have that now. We have obviously 3 exceptional young talented players that are capable of playing with the big names on the big stage, and then we have a good group after those guys such as Groffy, Duckworth, John Millman. Then we got another kid, Omar Jazika, on the way up, who won the US Juniors last year. So there's a good crop of players coming up, but they've still got work to do. Even the best young ones, they've still got a couple of areas of their game they've got to work on to take that next step.
Just to make sure the 3 is Thomas talking about his thing.
Curious. Yeah.
What do you make of some of the more negative headlines Curious and Thomas especially the making last few years? Somebody you've been obviously before you've seen this start happening before.
Yeah, I think it affects both guys a little bit. It's a tough one there. They're gonna learn from it, I guess, and move on. But I guess I've been sort of there as a sounding board. It was good to be around Nick and in Darwin as well, straight after Wimbledon, and he was obviously in a lot of the headlines there as well. So it's good just to be around him. He knows that he's got people in his corner that he can trust.
Do you feel like this is anything people should be concerned about, or just a natural part of maturing when they're going?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty tough at the moment. Yeah, he's obviously in the spotlight, and he's got to learn to deal with it in the best possible way that he can, and still go out there and compete. And he's going to have ups and downs like everyone we all have over the years, and hopefully he comes out of it on the right side.
Obviously he bounced back nicely in Bogota.
Yeah, I was talking to Bernie every day during Bogota. I didn't doubt him for a second there. I thought he'd win the tournament, and he plays well in those conditions too. But Bernie's a different guy. Some of those things is it's water off a duck's back sometimes. So I think it all got blown out of proportion a lot.